So I want to break down some more of the parable of the sower. You know, as Jesus said, sower of the seeds and planting and harvesting. I was sitting there and I asked Father the other day, I said, Father, why does it seem like I don't harvest anyone? And that had been bugging me for a while, because I used to skip through the fields like a little kid throwing seeds everywhere. Now, that was fun. But now this is more serious. So I asked Father, why does it seem like I don't bring anyone to Jesus? Help them atone. Because many people harvest. And I couldn't help but cry when Father answered me back. You see, this field right here behind me, you can imagine that as a person's heart. This field's pretty clean. My grandfather used to grow his crops here. But Father told me, he said, you have one of the most hardest jobs there is. Because you have to be able to find the ground that you can even plant on. Is it worthy enough to plant on? Is there rocks on it? Is it good ground? Is it fertile soil? Will it produce good fruits? I couldn't help but cry. It showed me that there's much more depth to this, and I'm going to break this down on this awakening and what we're calling the harvest right now, because the messengers are loose. And we're coming. And we're bringing it. Some of you are ready and some of you aren't, and some of these messages may fly over your head, but just hold on to what you can and grasp. Let the Spirit talk to you inside. So Father said you have to find the right place to grow. And this awakening right now is kind of like Father went out and plowed the field for you. See, you don't have to go out and really find the spot anymore, or go and actually do the work to the person to wake them up, or to get them atonement or repentance, or to help them find Father. It's already been done for you. So the best and beautiful part about that is, like everybody during this awakening right now, you've been tilled. The ground has been turned over. And that's what you see going on in the world. That's the turmoil you feel inside. You've been opened up a little bit. You've been exposed. The ground is exposed. Now what do we do with it? So you've been tilled now. If anybody knows about anything about planting, you have to till the ground, mix it up, get it fertile, get the grass and weeds and everything else that's there out of the way. But this has all been done for you now with this awakening, see? And many of you, empaths and a lot of the other people awakening right now, think of yourself as a little bitty shoot sprout coming up out of the ground. Whatever fruit, tree, or plant you'll be. So Father's telling me about that. He said, not only do you have to find the spot, but you also get to choose what to plant. And I just cried more. Because, see, he told me, make my own garden. Make my own garden of Eden. The treasures in heaven. Make my own garden because I don't know what to plant there. And that's what we're doing as messengers, is creating and building this whole Eden again for Father. And you're part of it. You're a fruit, a plant there. You're producing fruits. You know, as a person who does crops, as a farmer, I'm not a farmer, but I've done some of it to understand the concept. And everything I've learned my whole life has been to show me where I'm coming now. And see, I get to choose what I put in my garden. I get to pick the tree that I plant there and grow. I get to pick the vegetables. And I want to have a beautiful garden full of trees, oak trees, mustard trees, this tree and that tree. Because the trees are what shade the rest of the garden, and you are the strength of that garden, oh oak tree. With your roots that run deep, and you know what I'm talking about. And then I can plant beautiful fruits, plants that bear beautiful fruits there. I can think of peach trees, I can think of apple trees, every kind of tree. Oak trees, mustard tree, the smallest seed known. And I want flowers in my garden. That's what a lot of you empaths are. You're the flowers of the field. And many of you are waking up and you're following the wrong path. You're looking into things that you're not following correctly. Stay in the correct foundation, which is Yeshua and the Father, the cornerstone. That foundation is what will help you get past what's coming. Some of you are looking into tarot cards, divination, Ouija boards, witchcraft, call yourself witches and stuff. Okay, that's great. But in truth and reality, you're trying to figure out what's the light and the darkness. You see, I've already been there. But I just wanted to share with you this simple message that Father gave me. You see, He's tilled the land, and now this time of harvest, it's not harvest really truthfully yet, because so many people are like that little sprout just now coming up. Somebody planted it. Be sure to plant your garden wisely. Plant your trees correctly. Know what fruit plants you're bringing in. How many flowers you're going to have. You see? And that will be your solitude place, where you'll find your own altar there and come back to where Father really is. But you're going down the wrong path. If you don't know what you're looking into, you'll find yourself in a worser place, I promise you that. Jesus said one demon left and come back and brought 7 more because the house wasn't clean, and that's exactly the truth. If you don't know what you're messing around with, stay away from it. You do not understand the demons and the heartache and the things you'll put on top of you. It's a beautiful day out here today. The message has spread forth the wings. We got a lot to say. Right now it's the beginning. We're in harvest time as it would be on the earth, but in reality it's planting and nurturing and tending and nurturing all the plants that are in the garden that you're making in your garden. And your garden can consist of other helpers and tenders as well. But it's what you plant in that garden that's going to make the difference now and later on as well. Make sure that all your fruit-bearing plants are ready. Make sure you have good, strong trees and plenty of flowers. Y'all have a beautiful day.